AI just pulled off something wild in music. A band called Velvet Sundown racked up over 1 million plays on Spotify before anyone realized the singers, the musicians, even the press photos and backstory were generated by AI. No live shows. No studio sessions. Just prompts, smart curation, and a distribution pipeline. And here's the twist. Most listeners didn't clock it. They saved the tracks, added them to playlists, and moved on. That single reveal cracked open a bigger question. If you can't tell the difference, does it matter who or what made the song? Let's break this down without the hype. First, the production. Generative tools can now write melodies, arrange harmonies, synthesize convincing vocals, and spit out radio-ready mixes fast. Visuals? Also automated, cover art, band photos, even staged behind-the-scenes shots. The result isn't a toy demo anymore, it's a complete product stack delivered at near zero marginal cost. That is why an AI band can drop multiple albums in weeks. The bottleneck is no longer recording time or studio budgets. It's taste, direction, and the ability to steer models toward a cohesive signature sound. But there's a second layer, discovery. Streaming algorithms reward consistency, metadata hygiene, and steady release cadence. AI can do that relentlessly. Velvet Sundown didn't go viral because of a flashy PR campaign. They slotted neatly into the machine. Genre tags, mood labels, cover style, track titles, so the recommendation system could test and amplify. And when listeners liked the output on its musical merits, the algorithm pushed harder. That's not cheating, that's understanding the platform. Still, the ethics aren't trivial. Listeners deserve to know what they're hearing. Some platforms have begun tagging AI-generated content, but labeling is inconsistent, and incentives are messy. Why? Because streams are money, and the more content a catalog has, the more listening hours it captures. There's also the fraud problem. Bot farms can inflate numbers, and AI tracks are cheap to mass produce. That's why the industry is pushing for transparency, clear tags, stronger fraud detection, and better revenue attribution. So real artists aren't quietly squeezed out by industrialized filler. Creators face a different tension. AI can reduce production time from weeks to hours and open doors for solo producers who don't have a band, a studio, or session players. You can prototype 10 songs in a weekend, audience test them on TikTok, keep the 2 that hit, and ship an EP by Monday. You can build niche catalogs, study beats, lo-fi road trip sets, cinematic ambient, optimized for specific listening contexts. But with great speed comes sameness. If thousands of people use similar models, the output risks blurring together. The winners will be those who impose taste, custom reference banks, novel sound design chains, distinctive vocal timbres, and narrative worlds that extend beyond the audio. There's also the legal minefield. Training data, vocal likeness, and rights of publicity are front and center. We've already seen high-profile AI tracks imitating superstar voices. Some were pulled, others sparked ongoing debates about what counts as infringement versus inspiration. Expect stronger rules, explicit consent for voice models, clearer disclosure for synthetic vocals, and faster takedowns for deepfake impersonations. That's good for everyone who wants innovation without erasing human identity. So where does Velvet Sundown leave us? On the listener side, your playlist might already include AI tracks you enjoy purely on sound and mood. If you learned they were machine-made, would you care? On the creator side, you can collaborate with models as instruments, not replacements. Treat AI like a fast co-writer and arranger, then layer in your taste, edits, and performance. Use the model for volume and iteration, but make the choices a model can't. What to keep, what to cut, and what story ties it all together. Here's my take. AI music isn't a gimmick anymore, it's a production reality. The question isn't, will AI replace musicians? It's, which musicians will harness AI to outcreate everyone else? If you're a listener, demand transparency in great songs. If you're a creator, build systems. reference libraries, prompt playbooks, and release workflows that keep your sound evolving instead of generic. And if you want more breakdowns like this, how to label AI tracks, how to avoid spam flags, how to market an AI-powered project without destroying trust, subscribe, hit like, and drop a comment. 2 questions to kick it off. Should streaming platforms clearly label AI-generated music, yes or no? And if a song you love turns out to be AI-made, do you still keep it in your playlist? If you're a creator, here's a practical playbook to do this right without turning your catalog into generic noise. Start with concept before tools. Define a narrow lane, a mood, a palette of instruments, a tempo range, and 2 or 3 reference records you genuinely love. Build a small reference bank of stems and motifs you own, hooks, bass lines, drum patterns, so the model has you to learn from, not just the internet. Use AI as the co-writer and arranger, not the decision maker. Generate 5 ideas, pick one, and then do human editing. Move the kick, shorten the chorus, revoice the pad, swap the bridge. For vocals, stick to consented voice models or your own timbre. Treat synthetic singers like session performers you hired and disclose it. On the mix side, reference match with a gentle hand, then run a light mastering chain. Loudness fixes don't rescue weak arrangements. Release like a professional. Tag metadata cleanly. Genre, subgenre, mood, BPM, key, AI-assisted where supported. Get an ISRC through your distributor and register the work with your PRO if applicable. Make covers that match the sound. Cohesive typography and color, not random eye candy. For discovery, build 2 short assets for every track. A 10-15 second hook proof that shows the best bar on beat 1, and a 20-25 second narrative clip explaining the concept in plain language. Ship those to Shorts, Reels, and TikTok with steady cadence and identical tags so the algo can test you reliably instead of guessing who you are each time. Monetization isn't just streams. Streams are the surface area that finds listeners. The margin lives elsewhere. Offer stems and instrumental versions for creators, sell sample packs built from your sound, and license tracks to indie games, YouTubers, and podcasters. Create a patron tier for B-sides, early mixes, and behind-the-scenes prompts. If live matters to you, run hybrid sets, pre-arranged AI elements plus human instruments and live visuals. Use a transparent overlay on stage, AI-assisted, performed by X, so nobody feels tricked. If you're a listener, here's what to look for. Quality doesn't magically appear because a model is good. It appears when someone exercises taste. You'll hear it in transitions that breathe, in lyrics that resolve, in a melody that earns its repeat. Ask for clarity without turning it into a witch hunt. Was this AI-assisted? And did you get consent for that voice? Are fair questions. Reward artists who are transparent and still deliver great songs. If a track moves you and the creator played fair, don't delete it just because it's machine-assisted. The future you want, abundant music made ethically, depends more on incentives than outrage. Now the hard edge, safeguards. For creators, don't imitate a living singer's trademark voice without permission, and avoid prompts that call for one-to-one clones of famous records. Build custom timbres. Train your own vocal color or layer multiple models so it's unmistakably yours. Add micro-variations across releases, swing values, drum kits, harmony voicings, so neither fans nor platforms confuse your songs with bulk-generated filler. Watermark your originals and keep session files organized. If a takedown comes, you'll need to prove authorship fast. For platforms, clearer labeling and better fraud detection will protect human and AI-assisted artists alike. That's the standard we should push for. Here's my bottom line. AI will not kill music. Lazy use of AI might. The artists who treat models like high-speed instruments, then curate, edit, and tell stories, will outpace everyone. The listeners who reward that behavior will shape the charts. If you want a step-by-step on building an AI-assisted release pipeline, prompts, mastering chain, metadata, disclosure language, subscribe now, hit like, and tell me in the comments, should platforms label AI-generated tracks by default? And would you pay for a sample pack built from an AI band's signature sound? And if this topic grabbed you, check my other videos on turning AI into income without losing trust. I'll link a couple on screen.